Hey guys, it's Andrew. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a review and sharing my thoughts on my latest concert that I went to, which was the 17 Be The Sun World Tour concert in Chicago. So make sure, if you guys haven't already, to subscribe, like the video, and let's get started. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I just recently started doing these videos where I share all of my thoughts and kind of my experience and just overall give kind of like a review on the concerts that I've been going to. So I hope you guys enjoy this kind of type of video. 2 nights ago, I ended up going to see 17 out here in Chicago for their Be The Sun World Tour, and it was really fun. Let me tell you, it was a very awesome concert that I'm very excited that I got to go to, because if I didn't, I literally would have missed out on. I almost would have missed out on it if I didn't kind of like hurry up and get my ticket. To kind of give you guys a little bit of background on who I went with, I ended up going with my good friend Stephanie. For those of you who, are subscribed to my channel and have been watching my videos, she's been in a couple of my videos a couple times. So I went with her, as well as her good friend and her cousin. So in total, there were 4 of us that ended up going to the concert together. And I ended up, getting dropped off at Stephanie's, and she drove us all the way downtown, which was very impressive. But she drove us all the way downtown, and we got there. Before I share my experience with everything for the concert, I'm just gonna show you guys what I got for merch, because I always do that in these videos. When I got there, the merch they had was very interesting. They had a couple shirts, they had a long sleeve, a hoodie, a tote bag, I want to say a photo card set, and I don't know if there was anything else that they had. I want to say they had like a beanie or some kind of, hat. And then they also had the light stick, but the light sticks were all sold out. So I was like, okay. But I brought my own, so I wasn't really concerned about that. I will say that the prices for the merch were very expensive. For the shirts, they were $45. For the thing that I got, it ended up being $75, and then the hoodies were $90. So I will say the merchandise was very expensive compared to the other concerts that I've been to. The merch hasn't been that bad, but yeah, so a little bit more on the pricier side. So I would say, if you guys are going to any like upcoming like shows, in the future, to make sure to bring a lot of money. But actually, now that I mentioned that, one thing that I will say that I did have to complain about was that they did not allow cash for the merch. So actually, don't bring money, just bring your credit card, because that's what I did. I brought like over $100 in cash, and I couldn't spend it. So they said card only. So luckily, I still had a card. But yeah, it was kind of annoying, because all of the other concerts that I've been to prior took cash. So it's like, I get it if they want it to be a little bit more, I don't know, like easier to go, or I don't really know what they were expecting, but I was like, I'm like, okay. So I ended up having to go crack up my credit card. But anyways, with all that being said, I ended up getting the long sleeve, I don't know if you could consider it just a long sleeve shirt or a crew neck, or what you would consider it, but this is what I ended up getting. Like I said, it was $75, so this was quite expensive. I was thinking of getting just a plain shirt, but the guy that was ringing me up, he was kind of an asshole, and he ended up getting, like, grabbed this for me, and I was like, that's literally not what I want, but I'm just gonna get it anyway, because I did like it. I thought it was cute, so I'm like, I'll just get it. But this is the front. It just says Be The Sun, with all the different colors, which I really like, and then the back is also really cute. I like it a lot. It says 17 World Tour 2022, and then it has their logo. So this is what I ended up getting, and I really like it a lot. I ended up getting a medium. It's a little bit tight on me. It's a little bit tight for the arms, but everything else is fine. But yeah, that's what I ended up getting for merch. Now let's get to the actual concert bit, which I thought was just amazing. I had such a good time. It was just so awesome. All of their performances were really cool. Some of their performances I was really excited to see live were Hot and Hit, and of course they performed those 2 like right off the bat when they opened, which was so awesome, man. And the other songs that I also thought were really good were Rock With You, Left and Right. Aju Nice was awesome. Everyone went insane for Aju Nice. And then I would have to say Crush. those four, I was excited to see like those performances, but I didn't expect them to be like so amazing. So those four really stood out to me, and you can check out all of my fan cams and all my videos of their performances. I do have them on my channel, and as I'm filming this, my fan cam for their performance for Crush actually already hit 1,000 views, so that's pretty crazy. But yeah, make sure if you haven't to check out all of those. The subunit performances were also really cool. I wasn't really expecting to enjoy them that much, just because I didn't really listen to that many of the subunit songs prior to the concert. I only listened to maybe 2 or 3 of them. But I will say that a couple that I really enjoyed were Game Boy and Back It Up, definitely from the hip hop line. Back It Up was really awesome. I wasn't expecting it to be like that crazy, but it was pretty cool. And I also really liked Wave from the performance unit. That was really good too. Another thing that I really liked about the concert was for the actual encore after they performed Darling and Snapshoot. They ended up having like a segment where they had, you know, like the dance battles, the dance-offs, and the singing with the fans in the audience, which are really cool. And they did like a couple with Snapshoot, you know, a couple fans ended up doing their own like dances for Snapshoot. And which, by the way, my one friend, Anna, she actually ended up in the background for one of the dance battles, because the one guy that ended up doing the little dance, his own freestyle dance for Snapshoot, was literally right next to her. So that was kind of funny. She posted it on her Snap story after the concert, and I was like, oh my gosh, shut up, no way. But that was really cool. Another thing that they did with the fans was, of course, have one of the fans sing Sungwon's like high note part for Aju Nice, which was really cool and really fun. And they showed a lot of the like fans in the audience when they kept on playing Aju Nice. Like they kept on replaying that chorus multiple times. They probably replayed it maybe 5 or 6 times. They played it so much. Now, a thing that I noticed during one of the times that they were showing the fans on those big screens, which I don't think anyone else that was, you know, with my group noticed, but at one point they did show us on camera. I'm pretty sure that they showed me and Emma on camera. Now, we weren't up front and we weren't like center on the screen, so of course it took me a while to like realize it, but I saw the one girl that they were focusing on the screen. I was like, that girl looks familiar, and I looked down and that was the girl that was like probably like 2 rows down. So we were on the screen for probably like a split second in the background, which I thought was kind of cool, but I didn't get that on camera, so that was a little bit unfortunate, but that was kind of cool. I will say another thing that I'm really grateful for was to have all of the members back for Chicago, because when they first went on tour, I heard that, you know, Dino ended up getting COVID. I think Dino got COVID, and so he was out, and then Mingyu ended up getting out, and just like a bunch of them were like just going in and out being sick. And the night that they came to Chicago was the first night Mingyu was back, which I was super happy with, because for those of you who don't know, Mingyu's literally my bias, so I would have been super upset if I couldn't see my bias live. But we got all 13 members back, so we're super lucky. We were super lucky, and it was just an amazing time, and I loved it so much. It was a very long concert because it started at 7:30. We did not get out until 10:30, so that was what, maybe 3 hours long. Like, it was a 3-hour long concert. It was a very long concert, and I didn't get home until a little bit after 12:30, and I didn't go to bed until 1, and I had school the next day. So it was a very late concert. This was probably the latest I've ever stayed up like after a concert. Also, a couple moments that I really enjoyed from this concert was how Hoshi kept on like saying like tiger signs up. It was like so funny because he kept on saying like let me see your tiger signs up. So we had to do like the like tiger like hands every single time he would yell that. So it was like super funny. And at one point I want to say that the whole entire crowd started barking for S-Coups. I don't remember, like I don't even know how it came to be, but all of a sudden S-Coups was on the screen and he said something, and then everyone just started barking for him, which was kind of it was like weird. It was like I just like looked over at like Stephanie. I was like, what is going on? They, you know, they made like a whole statement, you know, saying like, oh yeah, Mingyu's back, and he ended up like running up and down the two different stages, and at one point he like turned around and he like took off his jacket and everyone was like screaming, which I was like, oh my god. Mingyu also did a breakdance for Snapshoot because, you know, that was during the point where they were trying to have like fans as well as different members do like their own break dances for Snapshoot, and Mingyu ended up doing a sexy break dance, which was really funny. And then they also had June do his break dance because apparently he's never done one for Snapshoot before, so that was cool too. But yeah, so that was my whole entire review for the concert. I know that I can't really talk too much about it, since, you know, there was like so much other stuff going on that I personally want to keep to myself just so I can enjoy. But that was kind of like a little quick run through of how my night was. It was really awesome, and like I said, if I didn't like act quick, I wouldn't have been going to this concert because I just got into 17 right around the time that they announced the tour. So I quickly hit up Stephanie right before the tickets went on sale and asked her if I could go with her, and that's how this whole entire thing happened. So I'm really happy that I ended up going, and I definitely think that 17 is probably one of my favorite boy groups right now. So, but that's all I have for you guys for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow all my social media links in the description below, and I'll see you guys in all my next videos. Bye guys!